Hello and welcome to 2020 Veterans Day Memorial Celebration. We take time today to honor the countless lives of Americans who have dedicated their time to serve our country in military action overseas. And so we want to say a few wonderful things to them today. And the most important message we have for our veterans and our veteran families is thank you for your service. Part of our time today will be spent talking with a few of our veterans that are here on staff, and they're going to be answering the simple question, what does Veterans Day mean to you? Other part of our time will be spent seeing some of our actual families who are currently military folk or veterans, and they have also answered that question, what does Veterans Day mean to them? And again, we just want to say, on behalf of all of Santa Rosa Academy, thank you for your service. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to announce our singer, Miss Alicia Rinaldi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting in her gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Hi, my name is Major Mark Goebel. I'm in the United States Marine Corps. My nephew, Luke Castaneda, asked me what Veterans Day means to me. And Veterans Day started back in 1918, and it's a time that I take to reflect and remember the people that keep us safe and preserve our freedoms through some very difficult times throughout World War I, World War II, the Korean War, Vietnam, the wars in the Middle East, and everything in between. These men and women have loyally dedicated themselves to keeping us safe every day. And so Veterans Day is a day that we dedicate to them and ensures that we never forget the sacrifices that they made to keep us free and maintain our freedom in this great country.
Hey Santa Rosa, to me, Veterans Day just means it's like a day where you honor those who have been in the military and just say, hey, thank you for your service, and yeah, thank you, veterans.
Veterans Day, where does it come from? Veterans Day was created back in 1918, and it was originally known as Armistice Day, the end of all wars, the end of the First World War, or the Great War at the time it was called, and it is noted as Armistice Day because that is the day that the combatants laid down their arms. And so ever since, it has been a day on our calendars to celebrate and commemorate and even memorialize those who have served. One of the things that we're going to be hearing from today from our very own Mrs. McDermott is a poem that was inspired from that time, and also another poem that was inspired because of that poem. And many of our community members will be speaking to us today about the things that impacted them as veterans. And so we look forward to hearing from them about those things. Now it is my honor to introduce to you our director, Dr. Robert Hennings, and he's got a few words that he's taken from President Abraham Lincoln.
As the nation braced itself for the final throes of the Civil War, thousands of spectators gathered on a muddy Pennsylvania avenue near the U.S. Capitol to hear President Lincoln's second inaugural speech. It was March 4th, 1865, a time of great uneasiness. In just over 1 month, the war would end and the president would be assassinated. President Lincoln framed his speech on the moral and religious implications of the war, rhetorically questioning how a just God could unleash such a terrible war upon the nation. If we shall suppose that American slavery is one of those offenses in the providence of God, and that He gives to both the North and the South this terrible war as the woe due to those by whom the offenses came. With its deep philosophical insights, critics have hailed the speech as one of Lincoln's best. As the speech progressed, President Lincoln turned from the divisiveness, bitterness at the war's roots to the unifying task of reconciliation and reconstruction. In the speech's final paragraph, the president delivered his prescription for the nation's recovery. With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to care for him who shall have borne the battle, and for the widow and his orphan, to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations.
Hello, my name's Julio Rodriguez. I served 26 years in the Marine Corps and Air Force, and I come from a family of Marines. I had 4 or 5 nephews that are in the Marine Corps, my brother, my wife. So we come from a family of military members. What the Veteran Day means to me is respect, honor, and to respect all that served and that will be serving or did serve. And I think to me it's totally respect. Respect for our country and all veterans.
Hello, I'm Dan Torres, United States Army. Veterans Day means to me, brings back a lot of big memories of all the family in my family that has served in the military and all armed forces. It reminds me of when my dad told me when my cousins were coming home from Vietnam and all the people were spitting at them and yelling at them. And I said to him, "Dad, what is wrong with these people? They can't protect us." And he looked at me and says, "If not them, then who?" And I says, "Well, why not me?" And that's why I joined the United States Army, and I'm proud to be a veteran. All the men and women that have served before me and after me, I tip my hat to them because they stood tall. And regardless of what your ideas and your beliefs are, the men and women that have served our country, honor them, respect them, and show them the dignity that they deserve, as I believe that they have done more for our country than any other person can do. And I thank all my friends and family that have served, my brother-in-law who is presently in the United States Navy, Master Chief in the Pacific Fleet. Thank you, and thank you all.
Now it is my honor to introduce to you Mrs. Margie McDermott, our elementary principal, and she's going to read a wonderful poem to you and share a few thoughts of her own.
In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, we felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we die. In Flanders fields, take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high, if ye break faith with us who die. We shall not sleep, though the poppies grow in Flanders fields. December 8th, 1915, by John McCrae.
Now it is my turn to read a response to the poem that Mrs. McDermott just read. This poem is entitled, "We Shall Keep the Faith," written by Moyna Michael in November of 1918. O you who sleep in Flanders fields, sleep sweet to arise anew. We caught the torch you threw, and holding high we keep the faith with all who died. We cherish too the poppy red that grows on fields where valor led. It seems to signal to the skies that blood of heroes never dies, but lends a luster to the red of the flowers that bloom above the dead. In Flanders fields, and now the torch and poppy red we wear in honor of our dead. Fear not that ye have died for naught, we'll teach the lesson that ye wrought in Flanders fields.
Hello, my name is Timothy Hadden. I served in the United States Navy from 2012 to 2020. I ended as a petty officer, first class. Veterans Day means taking the time and thanking those who have gone out to defend freedom and democracy around the world, and thanking the individuals who have done that and their families as well.
Hi, my name is Michael Jenkins, served in the United States Marines from 2002 to 2013. What does Veterans Day means to me? Veterans Day means that when you see somebody who served, say thank you, but also say thank you to their family, say thank you to their mom and their dad, their husbands and their wives, because they were able to give themselves to them so we can have them. So say thank you to them, say thank you to everybody, and to all my veterans, my brothers and sisters, I salute you.
I want to thank you all for your time today and celebrating with us veterans and taking the time to remember veterans, and so we can all say thank you for your service. We appreciate each and every one of the veterans that have come before us, those that are affected, those that are involved with Santa Rosa Academy, the family, the former students, the parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, all those that support our students while they're here at school. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.